Avatars like these are really popular on YouTube. They're a great way to run a faceless channel and stand out in your niche. So today, we'll show you how to make one for free using AI. As always, there are many ways to do it depending on your style, skill, etc. In this video, we're going to show you the two most popular: the avatar with the animated mouth and the one with the mask on. Let's start with the first one. To make the base for the avatar, we're going to use Leonardo.AI since it has a free plan to start with and many interesting features that we can use. So let's create a new account and go straight to the image creation tool. Here comes the hardest part: creating the right prompt. To do that, first of all, we need to know a little bit about how Leonardo works, the different models and features. So if you're not familiar with it, try with something else first, just to get the hang of it. That's funny. Anyway, keep in mind that you only have 150 free credits. Don't waste them. It's also really important to know what we want the output to look like, and therefore give a detailed description in the prompt. For example, we want our avatar to look like a businessman sitting at his desk in his office, but that's too generic. We have to give it more details. So in the prompt, we're going to write, a businessman wearing a suit, sunglasses, sitting behind a laptop in his office. Looking straight forward, centered in the image, straight, front-facing the camera, detailed, 4K, anime-style character. Let's give it to Leonardo and see what comes out. Also, make sure to select the Leonardo Phoenix model and the 16:9 ratio so you get the best result possible for the avatar. And still, it might take a few tries, so let's see. Let's use this one, for example. We now have the base for our avatar. It's time to make him speak. To do that, we're going to use a pre-animated mouth on a green screen. We can find it on YouTube by searching for mouth animation green screen no copyright. We're going to get a list of videos. Let's browse a little bit and make sure to find something that's really free to use and does not require credits. We found these two, for example. Now we have to get them somehow. There are really 3 ways to download the clips from YouTube. The first one is by using a video downloader app, but we do not suggest this. It's a bit shady, and it's also one of the easiest ways to get a virus or get hacked. The second one, the best one, is by using YouTube Premium if you have it. And finally, the third way, our way, is to screen record the video. Both Windows and Mac have built-in free screen recording programs, so everyone can use this method. To do it, we'll start recording and just let the video play. Remember, we're going to edit that later on, so it doesn't have to be perfect, really. Anyway, we now have the mouth animation ready, but before editing the avatar altogether, we still have to do one more thing. We have to cancel the original mouth on the avatar. To do that, we can use Canva. Just upload the avatar image and create a new project. Select Draw on the left, pick a marker, and paint on the mouth with the same color of the face. To get the perfect tonality, make sure to use the Color Picker tool on the color palette. Perfect. Now let's download the new avatar and let's head over to CapCut to put all the pieces together. We're simply going to add the animated mouth to the avatar that we've just edited by removing the green screen. So let's add the clips to the timeline. Select the mouth clip and go to Remove BG. Click Chroma key and select the background. Adjust the intensity of the effect a little bit, cut out the excess, and there you go. Now you simply have to resize it so it fits the face of the avatar. And that's it. Let's do the same with the other one too, just to see which one looks better for the avatar. See, the process remains the same, it's just a matter of looks. Now, we just have to adapt the animation to whatever we want the avatar to say. Let's import an audio file to use as an example. Leave a like, and remember to subscribe to the channel. See, to sync the mouth with the voice, we have to play with the speed of the clip and eventually cut and paste different parts until it seems natural. The easiest way to do it is by matching the pauses in the voiceover to the ones in the clip, and then adjusting the speed accordingly. So we're going to do that for both clips and see which one looks better. Let's see what we got. Leave a like and remember to subscribe to the channel. Not bad. Let's see the other one. Leave a like and remember to subscribe to the channel. That's it. See, this first method to make the avatar is actually not that complicated. It's just a matter of finding the right animation and being able to adapt it to the voiceover perfectly. Anyway, let's now see how to make the avatar with the mask. The process is kind of the same as the other one, at least in the beginning. We're going to create the base for the avatar with Leonardo.AI again, but the prompt is going to be slightly different this time. We're going to write, a businessman wearing a suit, a black mask, and sunglasses sitting behind a laptop in his office, looking straight forward, centered in the image, straight, front-facing the camera, detailed, 4K, anime style. Let's give it to Leonardo. Also, we're going to keep the same settings as before. Let's see what comes out. This one is pretty good. Let's download it. Now, here's where things change a bit, because for this kind of avatar, we're going to animate the mask ourselves. And in order to do that, we're going to have to do some editing first, to separate the mask from the avatar so it can be animated. To do that, we can't use Canva, really, because we need an editing app that has a selector, or a lasso option. So we're going to use a free app called Krita, but every Photoshop-like app can get the job done pretty much. Anyway, let's create a new project by importing our new avatar. We're going to use this selector tool to highlight the area of the mask and duplicate it on another layer. Once the selection is completed, just hit the copy and paste commands on your keyboard to duplicate the area to the other layer. We haven't finished yet, though. See, the mask has a little bit of details that might be a problem for us later when we're doing the animation, so we have to get rid of that. We're simply going to paint on those details. We're going to use, again, the color picker, so we can get the exact tonality of gray and black that we need. That's it. Now, we're going to save the new image with both the two layers, and then only the layer with the mask. At this point, we can finally put the pieces together and make our avatar speak. So let's head back over to CapCut for the final edit. Import the two files in a new project, and add both of them to the timeline. Make sure to put the mask on the top layer. Now, if you've seen our other videos about animations in CapCut, things get very simple because we're going to use keyframes to animate the mask. For the others who don't know, keyframes are basically markers that we use to set the object in a certain position at a certain time on the timeline. So let's create multiple keyframes in the mask layer by checking this dot on the top right corner. To set each of them at the same interval, use the arrows on your keyboard to move right and left one frame at a time. For example, we're placing one every 3 frames. In this case, to create the talking effect, we want the mask to move down and come back up to its standard position repeatedly. So, starting from the first keyframe, we're going to keep the Y level to 0. Then on the second one, we're going to set it down a little bit to -25, and on the third one, back to 0. Then, again, down and up for all the keyframes. Once we've done that, the mask moves down and up in a regular pattern. Now we just have to adapt it to what we want the avatar to say. So let's import the audio file again. Leave a like, and remember to subscribe to the channel. This time, we won't change the speed of the clip, but we'll adapt the animation to the voice by changing the length of the interval between each keyframe, and eventually adding or deleting some of them. Again, we can use the pauses in the speech as a reference point to set the mask at 0. Even better if we could do that for each word, because naturally the avatar would close his mouth. Let's see what we got. Leave a like, and remember to subscribe to the channel. That's it. So as you can see, these avatars are not really that hard to make. It's just a matter of knowing the right tricks. Also, if you're good with editing, starting from this, you can add a lot of different elements and really make it your own. Anyway, if you'd like to learn something else today, check out this other video of ours. See you there.